everyone, welcome back. Coach Micah here, ready to go forward with session 3 today. Today's just going to be a lot of just you and the ball and just a little bit of space. We're going to do a lot of technical skills today just to kind of get our feet moving, try to get our bodies used to the ball at our feet, where we work on our balance and our body shape, all that good stuff. But before we get into all that, we want to start doing some juggling like we have been the past couple sessions and as we'll keep going forward. So today, with our first 2 progressions, right, we did the progression juggling where you did 1 catch, 2 catch, all that good stuff. And then yesterday we had the bounce juggles where you bounced it 1 touch, bounce it 2 touch, all that stuff. Now we want to see how far you can get without it bouncing, without any progression. It's called continuous juggling, but we try to keep you guys going. So what that looks like is you're just going to start in your hands. If you're not good at popping it up yet, and you're going to go and you're just going to continue juggle and see how many you can get before the ball hits the ground. If the ball hits the ground, you start over your count. So a couple things remember to think about while we're juggling. Again, my shoulders are a little bit over it, my knees are bent. I bring my foot up not too high, a flat surface for the ball to hit off with my foot pointed down, and I don't want to see too much spin on the ball. So as I'm going, it's nice and medium height. I'm not hitting it too high above my waist or chest. There's not much spin on the ball. I try to see how many I can do. If it hits the ground, I start over. All right, now if we can't do that, that's totally fine. All we're gonna try to do is if we cannot do that yet, if we can't get more than like 5 or 6 at a time, just go back to the 1 bounce and keep your feet moving. Go back to that one, then go to 1, 2, bounce, 1, 2, bounce. All that stuff until we can get to the point where we can do 6, 7 in a row and then start continuous juggling. All right, if you can start it in your hand really well, start at the foot, pop it up, and then juggle from there. All right, so that's what we're gonna do today for juggling, and then we're gonna get right into their 1 ball, 1 person technical drills.
Okay, hey everybody, so for today's session, it's gonna be all about close control, tiny little technical exercises. These are exercises that you can do in your house, in your room, just a little bit of carpet, a little bit of area, just keep the ball close. That's all you need. You can do this in your house. You know, you get maybe a size 1 ball if anyone has one of those are great. But I mean, you can use your ball inside, just don't go juggling and kicking your ball everywhere if you're gonna be inside, or just a little patch of grass outside. But to get warmed up for these tight technical exercises, we're gonna do 2 warm-up exercises. The first one's gonna be inside, so just hitting the ball inside to inside to each of our feet, back and forth, back and forth. You wanna start off like this, going slow, make sure you get the feel for it, just little touches, that's all you need. Then you get faster. So the technique you wanna have is you're bending over the ball a little bit, bending your knees, staying on your toes, and just little touches, back and forth, back and forth. You get better at it, get a little faster. You get around 50 touches, maybe add some back and forth. Just get real comfortable with the ball, just a warm up. Warm up for what's ahead. Next exercise, on top. So just touches on top. Same thing, I wanna be bending over the ball a little bit, have my balance, my knees are bent a little bit. I'm not standing straight up, you know. I look like a soccer player, just touches on top, on my toes, on my toes. Start off fast, same thing, get around 50, go back and forth, get a little creative with it, and that's it guys. Try and get as many touches as you can, maybe 100 of each. That's the warm up, all right, next.
Hey everyone, so as Coach Tristan just showed us, we had the inside and on top. We're gonna build upon that now with the push-pull with our right foot, push-pull with our left foot, and then we're gonna combine both our feet together to create a push-pull, back and forth continuous, all right? So what it's gonna look like is the same thing as kind of on top, but with 1 foot. All right, we're gonna be on our toes again. We're gonna pull it back. We're gonna push it forward with the inside of our foot. So push back, pull back with your toe, push forward with the inside of your foot. So it's gonna look something like this as you go. You're on your toes, you're pulling it back. You keep it in front of you nice and tight. On our toes again, remember to use the sole bottom of our foot. All right, we're not using our toe to kick it forward. We're using our ball of our foot right here on our toes and pushing it back on that nice little hop. All right, start off slow with your foot just in front of you. Push, push till we get the rhythm, then add that hop. All right, same thing with your non-dominant foot. So my left foot, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull, touch. and then we're on our hop. We go like that again, okay? So we want to do 50 with our right, 50 with our left, okay? Once we get that down, we're gonna combine them both now. So it should look something like you start with the right foot, you pull it back, pushing in front, pull it back, pushing in front, pull it back, pushing in front. Once you get the rhythm, add that hop. Nice touch in front, nice touch in front, nice touch in front. Add a diagonal, okay? We want to do 50 with our right, 50 with our left, and then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Try to go 50 that way as well, okay? Thank you.
Okay, now we're on to the third exercise. This one is also called a push-pull. From the last one, we were push-pulling it back and forth. We're facing straight the whole time. So in this one, it's gonna be a push-pull. We're gonna be making an L. So we're gonna start off with our strong foot. You're gonna pull it back, and then instead of pushing it straight forward, looking the same way, you're gonna pull it back, rotate your hips, and push it the other way. So we make an L, a perfect L shape. Like a perfect corner right here. So starts off the same way as the last one. On our toes, balls a little bit in front of us. Pull, push. So you just practice that over and over, you know. Practice that until you get it good, until you got a perfect little corner. Pull, push. Pull, push. You don't even have to hop in the beginning. Just make sure you're rotating your hips, spinning your toe a little bit, and pushing it right in a perfect corner. And then once you get that, that's you add the hop a little bit. Do it over and over. Just get it back in the starting position, pull, push. And the exact same thing with the left foot, or your weak foot. Your weak foot is always gonna be a little bit more challenging, but so important to work with that weak foot. Same thing, pull, push. Start off slow. This is how slow you wanna start off. Pull, push. Just get that rhythm down. It's all about the rhythm. Get that pull push rhythm down, making that perfect corner. So once you practice both of those, I'm not even gonna put a number on it. I mean, 50 for each one at least, but you just gotta do that one until you're getting it good, until you're adding the hop to where you can add both. You do both at the same time. You're making an L shape constantly. And when you add both, so you're pushing with your right, then same thing with the left. Pull, push, pull, push, pull, push. Start off slow. Pull, push, pull, push. Remember guys, for all these exercises, want to have good form, good technique. We're leaning over a little bit, got our balance, our knees are bent a little bit, like all good soccer players do. Start off slow, pull, push, making that perfect L. And then here's a full speed demo coming up.
Hey guys, so Coach Micah here again. So for the next technical skill we're going to be working on is our out, in, out, in. So it's going to look something like we hit it out, we bring it in, we hit it out with our other foot, we bring it back in, hit it out, bring it in. A couple things we want to think about as we're doing this skill, all right? We're on our toes like we always have been, all right? We're a little over the ball. We want to make sure for this one, we're going in a straight line, okay? We're not going forwards, we're not going backwards. We want to keep it on a straight line right in front of you. And that requires you to get over the ball. And as you do this, you take a touch, you hit it out. I don't just reach my foot out there though to receive it. I now have to shuffle, bring it back in, hit it out, shuffle my feet, hit it in, bring it out, shuffle my feet. And as I go and get the rhythm, I'm on my toes. They're nice little touches. I'm moving my whole body. I'm keeping my head over the ball. I'm keeping it in a straight line, okay? So remember, head over the ball, knees are bent. I'm not just reaching for the ball. I want to keep my body behind it because I want to keep control of it. So as it goes out, wrap my foot around, bring it back in, hit it out, wrap my foot around, get the rhythm. And as I go, I'm shuffling my feet. My feet are not crossing each other, but rather just going side to side, back and forth. all right?
All right, for the next exercise, it's gonna be similar to the last one where we were staying in a line, going inside, outside. But this one's gonna be called Cruyff touch. Cruyff touch, inside, outside, Cruyff outside. So, looks a lot like the last one. You start from one side of the ball, go with your outside of your foot, and you Cruyff back, go the other foot, outside, Cruyff back. So, you have to know what a Cruyff is for this video. It's just a little turn. It's one of the possessive turn moves a lot of us have learned. This drill is a little more advanced, so make sure you've mastered the prior drills before moving on to this one. But yeah, you just want to focus on staying in a straight line and just getting nice little touches, keeping it close. Outside, Cruyff, outside, Cruyff, outside, Cruyff, outside, Cruyff. So I'm using the inside of my foot to Cruyff. It's just going behind my other leg. Just planting my foot in front of the ball, going behind it, and adding that little touch in the middle. Cruyff, touch. Start off slow. I'm going really slow right now, keeping it in a line. And then just that same form, guys. Bend over the ball, keep your balance. I'm really low for this one. Cruyffs require you to be really low, so stay low to the ground. Get that Cruyff turn in there, stay in a line, and here's a full speed demo. Okay guys, moving on to our last little exercise to round out our close control technical skill session. So I just wanted to add that all these drills are so important because when you're on a soccer field, you got 2 or 3 guys around you, you're in a close confined space. These are the things that you need to rely on to get out of trouble, you know, pushing it out. Someone's coming at you, you push out of there, you know. You pull Cruyff out of space. So important, guys. So these drills, they can get a little tedious, but repetition, guys, you gotta do it over and over. The best players have to do the easy stuff over and over. You gotta do the easy stuff good. It's most important. So, moving on to the last one. This one's definitely a little challenging. This is just pull Cruyff. Just pull Cruyff, but not in a line, just straight up pull Cruyff. So, same thing. We start the ball in front of our strong foot, we pull, and now we Cruyff it behind our leg. So, maybe just start off with the strong foot, pull, Cruyff, and then just Cruyff it, and then just control it with your other foot, your weak foot. Catch it, and just put it back. This is how we're gonna start. So do this with each foot, starting off, to get a warm up with it, catch it with the other one, put it back. Catch it. So remember, start off slow. To start off, you don't even have to move your foot much, but as you get faster, you'll have to move your foot a little bit. You'll add that hop. So we wanna practice on both feet, and then we're gonna add them both together, doing the pull Cruyff over and over. We Cruyff it to the other one. Oop. Here comes full speed demo, last one.